Welcome to everyone to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to start a new chapter, life processes. As the term itself defines that it is a collection of processes such as respiration, breathing, circulation, reproduction, excretion. These all are the collection of processes which helps an organism to live or to lead a life. These all processes together makes the organism successful in leading and in having a very good and a successful life. But before that, we will come to the conclusion, or you can say a basic understanding that under which activity or under what activities will we say that the organism is living. So the first thing comes in our mind that if we see a cat running, it is living. For a time being, think that if the cat is not running, then what you will say, how you will define that cat is living. Then we will say that if the cat is making some sound like meowing sound, mew sound, so again you can say that sound producing proves that the organism is living. Next, if I ask you that neither it is running, neither it is making any sound, then how you will say, like if, for example, if I say that the organism is sleeping, cat is sleeping, then you will say that we will see her movement of ribs. Okay, ribs and stomach, belly, we will see the movement because she must be doing respiration. So these all are the activities by which you can say that the cat is living or not. Okay, but what in the case, what should we say in the case of plants? Plants neither run, neither they make any sound, neither they show any physical movement of breathing or respiration in themselves. So at that time you will say that if the plant is growing, if the plant is growing, then we can say that a plant is living. But plant does not grow continuously, and you cannot see the difference in the growth of the plant. Then at that time you will say if the leaves are green, yeah, if the leaves are green, then we can say the plant is living. But on the other hand, if we will go with exceptions such as cascata are yellowish, they have yellowish stems. They are parasitic plant, cascata or amarbale. You can say it cascata or amarbale. It has only yellowish color stem, very thin, lean and thin, long stem of yellow color. They don't have leaves, and as they don't have leaf, neither the stem is green as the stem are yellow, so they are parasitic plant. So how you can say that the cascata or the amarbale is living? Neither the stem is of green color, neither it is having green leaves. So these all information looks something incomplete. It can make confusion in judging that the organism is living or not. So what should we keep in our mind before judging the organism is living or not? So being a student of science, you should think that if you want to prove, or if you want to know that the organism is living or dead, then at that time you have to go through your basic understanding, which I am going to develop in you, that is the metabolism. Now what is metabolism? Metabolism is divided into two parts further on. First is catabolism and second is anabolism. Together catabolism and anabolism is known as metabolism. Now what is catabolism? Whatever breaks inside your body is called catabolism. Obviously it is very easy to remember. If you will leave a cat inside a house in which only glasswares are kept and close the house, what she will do? She will run here and there, here and there, here and there, and she will break all the glasswares. So as cat will break all the glassware, so the catabolism will break all the things inside your body. Actually, it will not break. The process of breaking inside your body is known as catabolism. Now, what are the things which are broken inside your body? Complex food particles, like if you have eaten bread, if you have drank dal, so the chapati or the bread breaks into simple carbohydrates, and dal breaks into simple amino acids. So whatever breaks is catabolism. There must be some death of RBC inside also body today. As you all know that the lifespan of RBC is 120 days. So today also many of the RBC must be having 120th day. They must be dying. Fine. Many RBC must be dying. Fine. And many cells, tissues must be also dying. Okay. So the death of the tissues, the breaking of the complex substances to simple substances, and any process in which the breakdown of substances is going on is known as catabolism. While on the other hand, anabolism, whatever is formed inside your body is known as anabolism. Like broken amino acids forms protein. Fine. Broken carbohydrate forms glucose. Got it? So these all things which are formed inside your body are known as anabolism. So breaking and making both go simultaneously inside your body. As they both go simultaneously inside your body, so we term the thing as metabolism. So the thing which prove that the organism is living or not is this molecular movement, the breaking of complex substances into simple substances, the making of simple substances into useful substances, and the entry and exit of these substances in or outside of the cell proves that the organism is living or dead. If the organism shows the entry and exit of molecules, formation and destruction of these molecules on its own, then the organism is said to be living. And if the organism stops showing forming and destruction of the substances inside the body, then it is 100% guaranteed that the organism is dead. So we will now come to the final definition of the life process, which is given in your body, that together these all processes which helps in which helps in the maintenance of a body is known as life processes. So this maintenance work is known as life processes. These all maintenance work are done by various types of processes. Now, how to learn these processes? There are various processes. How you will learn? So it's very easy to learn these all processes which maintain our body by a very short form method, that is Mrs. Grent. MRS, this is Mrs. GRENT, Grent, Mrs. Grent. So Mrs. Grent is a short form to learn the name of these all processes. How? M for movement, R for respiration, S for sensitivity. Okay, whatever our brain or what the skin does, eyes, nose, lips, ear does, that is sensitivity. The M for movement, R for respiration, S for sensitivity, and we will now come to the Grent. G for growth, R for reproduction, E for excretion, N for nutrition, T for transportation. So it's very easy to learn all the maintenance processes which occurs inside our body, and this maintenance process is known as life process. These all are very important. And now in next video we will one by one go through few of the important processes like nutrition, respiration, excretion, and transportation. And rest of the activities, maintenance activities, we will see in next chapters. But in this chapter I will explain you 4 maintenance processes. So thank you for today. Wait for the next video. We will start with the nutrition. Thank you a lot.